Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast Season 2 Episode 82. So in this episode I will review all 4 episodes from the third week of the Neighbours reboot, as well as all of the behind the scenes videos released for that week as well. But without further ado, let's start with my review for the 9th episode of the Neighbours reboot, episode 8912. The episode starts off with a recap. Mike hides a ring box. Paul and Reese discuss the issues in the Lasters complex. Paul paraphrases Reese. Mackenzie and Sadie discuss Haz's love life. Mackenzie and Sadie search for Trevor. They can't find him. Mackenzie asks Therese if she's seen Trevor. She hasn't. JJ is giving Dex the silent treatment. Mackenzie and Sadie search Ramsey Street for any sightings of Trevor. He apologises to Remy, even, for a hair in Cara's drink. Mackenzie is panicking about Trevor's whereabouts. Haz shows Mackenzie Trevor. Reese lists Paul's previous investors. Mike buys Jane a drink. Jane tells Mike that she needs to have a serious conversation with him once she has collected her thoughts. Mackenzie mentions Holly having to take the fall for a hair in Reese's drink to Haz. Instead, it was actually Trevor, not Holly, that the hair came from. Mackenzie cries when she remembers her life with Hendrix. Haz wants to know about Hendrix. Mike throws an engagement ring meant for Jane into a lake. Reese gets jumpy when Paul brings up her dad. Paul is smug after finding out Reese's weakness. Dex finds JJ's book. Dex questions JJ over the contents of the book. Mike believes Jane is having second thoughts about the relationship. She's not. She does tell Mike, however, that Mike has lost his job due to budget cuts at the school. Mike retrieves the ring from the lake. JJ tells Dex he believes his dad might be Andrew. JJ asks Dex to keep his secret. Mike proposes to Jane. Jane says yes. Mackenzie tells Haz about Hendrix. Haz summarises life. Wendy startles Paul. Paul meets Cara. Cara comments on Paul's height. Mackenzie and Sadie find Haz on a date, and the episode ends off with coming up trailer. My thoughts on this episode is I loved Mike's proposal to Jane. Yes. So yeah, coming up next is my review for the 10th episode of Neighbours reboot, which is episode 8913. So the episode starts off with a recap. Mackenzie vents to Sadie about Haz dating. Sadie delivers a motivational speech to Mackenzie. Reese learns of Holly's and Byron's friendship. Byron takes the mick out of Haz's love life. Byron tells Haz he's missing Reese. Remy and Cara have an argument about Remy getting Cara a job. Remy tells Cara she doesn't want to leave. Remy comments on JJ's love of Ramsey Street. Sadie blames herself for Hendrix's death. Reese rehires Holly. Byron talks to Haz about Reese's recent actions. Sadie tells Haz that his date made Mackenzie upset. Remy and Cara scout Toadie's house for purchase. Remy and Cara resolve their issues. Byron meets Reese in her room. Byron and Reese get back together. Mackenzie clarifies that she is fine with Haz dating other people. Mackenzie is not actually okay with this. She does, however, agree to work from home to look after Trevor. Reese stays in Edinburgh, where Wendy is at Mike and Jane's when the Wagner Murphys return. Wendy leaves. JJ takes Jane's spare key to the Rodwell house. JJ lets himself in. JJ is searching for pictures of his potential dad, Andrew. So my favourite bit of the episode, or scene rather, is Reese reinstating Holly to Masters. Because it didn't really make proper sense. But coming up next is my review for episode 11 of the Neighbours reboot, episode 8914. So the episode starts off with a recap. JJ finds photos of Andrew. Sadie finds JJ in a house. Wendy attends her interview with Reese and Paul for the building manager position. JJ explains to Sadie that he broke in for milk. Obviously that's a lie. Toadie and Hugo are playing cricket. Hugo wins. Paul and Leo discuss Reese's dad. JJ shows Dex a photo of Andrew. JJ calms Dex down. Toadie tells Remy and Cara that an offer has been made for his house and he can give them an hour to decide if they want the house or not. Toadie reminisces about his house and his memories with Sonia. Paul and Leo fill in Byron about their plan to get rid of Reese. Paul's secret weapon is to raise. Toadie visits Sonia's mural. Nell also does. The Rodwells celebrate Wendy's interview. Sadie tells Andrew and Wendy about JJ breaking into the house to get milk. Leo tells Paul about, even as we should say, Elle's findings on Reese. Hugo beats Toadie in a video game. Nell finds Melanie's letter in Toadie's bag. Remy and Cara tell JJ and Dex they have bought Toadie's house. JJ runs out. The Rodwells accuse JJ of stealing Wendy's watch. The Varga Murphys tell the Rodwells that they are their new neighbours. Now talks to Hugo about Melanie's letter. Now empties Toadie's bag. So Therese finds Melanie's letter, and the episode ends with a coming up trailer. My favourite scene from this episode is it's the first new rivalry, because it's the first rivalry of the reboot, and it's between the Rodwells and the Varga Murphys. And to the last episode of the week. Here is my review for the 12th episode of the Neighbours reboot, episode 8915. The episode starts off with a recap. The Rodwells discuss the Varga Murphys. The Varga Murphys discuss JJ being accused of stealing Wendy's watch. Remy and Cara believe JJ didn't steal the watch. Therese talks to Toadie about finding Melanie's letter. Harold compares Carl to Mrs. Mangle. Susan invites Mackenzie for tea. Toadie explains he couldn't burn Melanie's letter to remember how much pain Melanie has caused him. Nell spies on Toadie and Therese. The Varga Murphys resolve their issues. Dex and JJ freak out about staying in Erinsborough as well as living on Ramsey Street. Therese catches Nell out on her actions. Therese tells Nell that Toadie doesn't love Melanie anymore. Carl finds out Harold's results and shows no indication of dementia. Carl and Harold go for a walk. The Cara Murphys try to bury the hatchet with the Rodwells. This backfires on them. Cara tells Wendy that she is the new building manager for Lasters. Toadie burns Melanie's letter. Nell watches on. Nell and JJ talk about Toadie and Therese's relationship. Mackenzie tells Haz about how Harold helped her when Hendrix passed away. Remy and Carl may know the cause of Harold's memory loss. Jane's back. Jane tells Cara and Remy about her engagement to Mike, whereas Cara and Remy tell Jane that they are moving into Toadie's house. Carl informs Harold that his memory loss is due to new medication. Carl blames himself. Andrew and Wendy talk about Cara being Lasters' new building manager. Wendy and Sadie find Wendy's watch. Therese and Susan congratulate Jane on her engagement. Therese tells Jane she is the developer trying to close down the school. The episode ends with a coming up trailer. My favourite scene of this episode is Jane returning. Because it's 3 weeks and obviously. So coming up next will be the behind the scenes videos from the 3rd week of the Neighbours reboot.
Hi, my name is Sarah West and I play Cara Varga Murphy.
And I'm Naomi Rukavina and I play Dr. Remy Varga Murphy.
And these are the Ramsey Street Revelations.
Revelations. I feel like I've settled in really well. Sarah's struggled. That's okay. She'll learn to make friends soon.
No, I think we've settled in really well.
Yeah.
Everybody's really welcoming. We're a new family, so there's not one of us going through it on our own. We have each other, but we also have the boys.
Working with our sons is awesome. I think we've gotten really lucky with two really great young humans. We have a group chat.
We have a family group chat.
A family group chat.
It's called Sausages.
But you'll see why in one of the episodes really early on.
I think Neighbours does representation really well. It never feels kind of tokenistic or box ticky. Having a rainbow teaser is that whenever JJ's got his ripped jeans on, you know there's about to be trouble.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a hot tip.
That's a good one.
That's a hot tip for you.
Those are our Rambie Street revelations, and we will see you again
Soon. You're so dramatic.
Well, I was trying to bring the drama.
Just a different vibe, you know.
Get out.
See which one
Get
you prefer.
Hi Neighbours fans, guess what? Shaz is back, at least for a little while. It's going to be so fun and I cannot wait for you to see it. Thank you so much for watching us and thank you so much for saving the show. We'll see you soon. Bye.
G'day there, I'm Stephen Dennis, and I think you know who I play.
My name is Luke Ura and I'm the animal trainer on Neighbours. My job is training Bodhi, alias Trevor, to be a star on Neighbours. Bodhi's actually a very intelligent dog, but he does also tend to lose focus sometimes. I actually first started on the show back in 1986 with another dog that you might remember called Bouncer. Bouncer was an amazing dog. Had a huge heart, a beautiful dog to work with anybody, never had a mean bone in his body. Some of the other animals that I actually looked after on Neighbours was Holly, the golden retriever, there was Casserole, the lamb, there was the galah. I had Bob on there for a short time as well. It was a Maltese Terrier cross. I think one of the things that I really enjoy working with animals is to see some of the magic they create. With the training that I do, I love to create special moments where the dog does something unique that no one could ever imagine a dog could do. That's it from Trevor and me, and we'll see you on set.
Welcome back to my weekly roundup, the Robinson Roundup. Yeah, that new family seemed to be settling in all right.
I'm guessing the old Ramsey Street charm has worked on you too, eh?
Yeah, you could say that.
There's something still a little bit off about them. Haven't quite worked it out yet.
You do know this changes everything for our family.
If I can just find proof.
And they don't seem to be getting on with everybody, do they?
Look, I think we should just stay out each other's way, don't you think?
You know, I can't work out yet if anything's going on between Mackenzie and that new fellow, I don't know his name, that runs the coffee shop.
The planets are aligning. I can feel it.
We'll see. And you know, I really do hope that Toadie and Therese are enjoying married life. Although, you know, I don't think it's quite as plain sailing as she'd hope.
Is that Melanie's letter?
Meanwhile, Reese is still causing absolute chaos in my life.
We will not be edged out. Whether I'm here on site or if I go back to the States, the party's over. We're watching you.
Who does she think she is, Hollywood Misha Barton or something? Oh, well, thanks for listening to me waffle on about the week. Hope yours is better than mine.
Yes, so those were all of the behind the scenes videos released for the third week of the Neighbours reboot, and that's actually it for these for this episode and for the collection of the Neighbours reboot weeks. I'm still going to be having these kind of videos, but not 3 at a time. I'll be doing it week by week, like I will do with Doctor Who and everything else. But yeah, so the next episode should hopefully be a feature catch-up, because I think I've got quite a few features that I need to catch up on, which will include the third episode of Time Will Why Me. We've got the weekly recap and weekly quiz to do, so yeah, there's probably quite a lot to catch up on. But that's actually it for the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 82. Goodbye.